I just watched The Fall of Farve on Netflix. You should go watch it if you haven't already. In my previous video, I talked about some of the controversial things Brett Favre did, but in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how he used welfare money for his own good. I'm going to give a quick rundown for Brett Favre, just for those that don't know or need a refresh. He played quarterback for Southern Mississippi. He was known for his arm talent, has a strong arm, can make any throw on the football field, probably could take off a finger if he really wanted to. He was drafted by the Atlanta Falcons in the second round. They couldn't really find a right fit for him, so he was traded to the Green Bay Packers, where he spent most of his career. He won 3 consecutive MVPs. He won a Super Bowl. He was like their god for the time he was there. He still kind of is their god because Brett Favre brought back success to Green Bay that they hadn't experienced in a long time, so he was just viewed as holier than thou. But his time came to end after the Green Bay Packers drafted Aaron Rodgers, and he was just not looking good. So he ultimately went to play 1 season with the New York Jets. He had a scandal there that I talked about in my previous video. And then he finished his career in Minnesota with the Vikings. Now, a lot of fans were upset about this because if you didn't know, Vikings and Green Bay Packers are in the same division, NFC North. And that is a heated rivalry. And to go from the Packers to the Jets, they were cool with the Jets, but for you to come back and go to the Vikings is crazy. So after he retired from the NFL, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, and he would, make some sports appearances, talk on some sports shows and other things, but he turned his attention to other things. Favre really started pushing a drug called Provocus. He basically said it helped people manage dealing with concussions, and as a former football player, he really attested to that drug. Favre became the top investor in Provocus, giving them $2 million to basically push this drug. But that's not all Brett Favre did. This is Brett Favre and his family, as his wife here, his 2 daughters. This daughter actually played volleyball at Southern Mississippi. So back to what I was saying earlier, Brett Favre was looked at as a god. He had a heavy influence in every space he made, especially in Mississippi. So like I said, Brett Favre had heavy influence. He was really close with some decision and lawmakers in Mississippi, and he knew someone that was working on welfare funds, specifically TANF, which really helps low-income families in Mississippi, and he basically asked for those funds to be diverted into things that would help him. So instead of helping the Mississippi community, which if you've never been to Mississippi, you've never heard about it, Mississippi is one of the most underserved and poorest communities in the U.S. Their resources